Let's go to the NPP because the New Patriotic Party MP for Subin constituency, Boakye Antwi, says the unnecessary delay that has characterized the party setting a date for presidential and parliamentary primaries is breaching their constitution. NPP's national leadership have been unable to agree on a date after several meetings with deep internal disagreements. The MP says the party's inaction is making the constitution look like a worthless piece of paper.
The party's constitution has set clear timelines for both presidential and parliamentary primaries. So it's up to the National Executive as well as the National Executive Committee, that's NEC, and National Council, to apply same. I wasn't at those meetings, but the newly elected executives, of course, have a role to play in ensuring that we are not seen to be violating the provisions of our own constitution. That's very paramount, because we claim to be, or we are known to be, a party of rule of law, private property owning democracy, name it. So we have high standards in terms of our democratic credentials, and I am the firm belief that if care is not taken, it will be the first time since 1992 that we'll be seen to be violating the provisions of our own constitution. And this message must be sent out to the national executives and the leadership of the party to take heed that we are in the process of violating the party's constitution. So if care is not taken and those provisions are violated, then really we have then basically run roughshod over our own constitution, the constitution that guides the operations and activities of the party, will be seen as, a waste of paper, basically.
According to Boakye Antwi, the NPP caucus in Parliament favors an early Congress around August, and they also want the presidential and parliamentary primaries to be held at the same time.
Who are the sides? There are only two categories of elections to be held: the flag bearers election and the parliamentary candidates elections. So these are the primary stakeholders, and the MP, during, I think, 2 caucus meetings, made it clear that they wanted an August or September primaries for the parliamentary group. We are also the view that taking cognizance of the fact that the economic quagmire in which we find ourselves with these IMF interventions and what have you, we should consolidate those 2 elections into one and hold it one day. All the orphan constituencies, the constituencies with incumbent MPs and the constituencies, the presidential primaries, let's consolidate because, the same register, the same referee electoral commission. Let's get out of the way so that we can focus on coming back. Because August, September are times when we are on recess, so it doesn't really affect the parliamentary calendar. So we come back, and then, because the last quarter of the year primarily is to deal with budget, so the budget will be read, and we have to return to committees to consider the estimates. We move back into the chamber to do a debate and then do the appropriation, and that takes us into a few days before Christmas. So let's use those 2 months purposefully and get the primaries out of the way, and then come back and focus on government business.